Hello, we're going to talk about how to set up your notebook for Letter from Birmingham Jail right now and persuasive language. So you're going to have three columns, one on the left over here that says text evidence, one in the middle that says rhetorical device used, and one on the right that says effect this has on the reader. And in parentheses, you're going to want to write, how does this deepen the reader's understanding, persuade the reader, and or refute King's opponents. And this will just remind you sort of what you're looking for in this column because this is your analysis. And this is very similar to Knight when we did Knight and we set up for the dialectical journal. So go ahead and set that up and pause if you need to. We're going to go to Letter from Birmingham Jail, and I'm going to sort of walk you through how I did this. It says, "My dear fellow clergyman, while confined here in the Birmingham City Jail, I came across your recent statement calling my personal activities unwise and untimely." So I'm actually just going to stop there because I've already found some rhetorical language in this first sentence. So I use the quote, "while confined here in the Birmingham City Jail," and that's pathos. Now you might not have learned about pathos yet, but you will. Pathos just appeals to emotions. So you're trying to persuade someone by appealing to their emotions. And I wrote that this statement appeals to the reader's emotions because being in jail must have been difficult on King and his family. It should make the reader sad to think about having to sit in a jail cell simply for protesting peacefully. It also deepens the reader's understanding of how deeply King believes in his cause because he reminds us that he is willing to lose his freedoms over it. Now, notice that I answered, how does this deepen the reader's understanding and how does this persuade the reader? I didn't get to how it refutes King's opponents because it doesn't yet. But most of your text evidence should do all three, if not at least two. So you're all going to have a different rhetorical device, so you might be doing something different than pathos, but generally this is how you're going to set up your notebook.